ora sì.
So we're ready when you are.
Are you trying to make that work? Yeah. Okay. Do you have any?
Yeah. Okay. It's working.
Okay.
Chi parla di te?
Okay.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming. I'm Francesco from the European Business Society of NYU Stern, and thanks for joining us for this event. So I'm gonna leave the floor to Giuseppe, who's gonna introduce then Tiziana, and so he's gonna explain you what the event is about. So Giuseppe.
Well, thank you very much to the European Business Society today for hosting this fantastic event at New York University and Stern School of Business. This is really a great honor for us. It's a wonderful facility. It's where I graduated from, and this is actually the club that was founded by some of us activists in the 1980s with Marco Pasteri, Sam Snyder, and Maurizio Brasso. It's an old link that we have with the European Civil Society groups in New York. Now, this year is an important date. It's the 10th anniversary of the Union of the Mediterranean. This is an institution that fosters cooperation of the countries in the Mediterranean Sea area. It's a following up from the Barcelona process, I would imagine, I dare say, that they will confirm in Barcelona. And it's a really important platform for finding common ground between the European Union and our partners in the Middle East and in North Africa, all the Arab countries, Israel, and all the countries in the region. We have fantastic opportunities now for investment in education, in sustainable development, compatibilities regarding the possibility of developing solar energy plants in North Africa and the Sahara Desert, and so many things that can be done together, emphasizing how much we can have in common. So we have the honor today to have as guests two distinguished representatives coming from the other side of the Atlantic. One is the Honorable Tiziana Begin. She is a member of the European Parliament and coordinator also of International Committee on International Trade. She's a chairwoman of the Rules and Financing Working Group of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Union for the Mediterranean. She has been our guest already in the past for other events related to international cooperation, the United Nations. She will be there tomorrow. And we also will have today the mayor of one city in the Mediterranean, Messina. It's a very important presence. Messina was a city in the past that the headquarters of Living for Confrontation. The Crusades will start from Messina in the Middle Ages. It's just a point in history. So it's important that now instead we have a mayor who is very friendly to cooperation, to peaceful engagement. He's an activist like we work to welcoming our fellow Mediterranean citizens from North Africa in welcoming houses. We give them clothing. We welcome them as migrants. For many years I worked with Caritas Internazionale, the Caritas group of activists. My military service was in the welcoming migrants, and we were very honored to offer this opportunity to help promote the works of the Union of the Mediterranean. And having said that, I will call Tiziana Begin to come over and start the event today. Thank you also for the Union of the Mediterranean for really honoring us with their participation. We are extremely delighted for this.
So maybe it's better to make it this way. It's okay.
Yes.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
You're not so far. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I'm really delighted to be here in New York for this in this occasion and for a series of seminars on the youth and employment and investment opportunities in the Mediterranean Sea area. And first of all, I'd like to thank the New York University Stern School of Business for the hospitality and for this perfect organization. And so let's talk about the Union for Mediterranean, which is a common arena where different members of the parliament on both sides of the Mediterranean talk exchange solutions, express concern on common fields such as youth employment, for example. And it is interesting to notice that despite the fact that the current economic crisis apparently struck more the European than the Arabic countries, unemployment rate remains one of the stated priorities for the Union as direct consequence of political changes in the Mediterranean region affected by phenomena such as immigration and political stability. Employment demands a common effort and involvement of public policies, schools, universities and private sector. Small-medium enterprises represent 90% of the economic tissue of Mediterranean countries, and they play a crucial role in furthering growth, innovation and prosperity. They are strongly restricted in accessing the capital that they require to grow and expand, with nearly 80% of small and medium enterprises in the region rating access to finance as a major constraint. The result is that this sector, which has the greatest potential to drive inclusive development and create jobs, lacks access to the investment needed to finance this development. A constraint which is also keenly felt by individual micro-entrepreneurs and smallholders. The informal economy represents 65% of the employment compared to its 9% in EU, and mere 1% is the value of the trade between the countries of southern and eastern Mediterranean region. Therefore, strengthening regional integration is clearly a top priority for all of us, because in it lies the true answers and solutions to unemployment and sustainable development challenges. As parliamentarians, we have to work to increase a structured platform around the establishment of regional dialogue mechanism with multi-stakeholders involving civil society representatives, young organizations, regional and international institutions, local authorities, and of course, universities. But it is not enough. To tackle this problem, we need to improve the business, environment, and investment climate, mainly in areas such as infrastructures, telecommunication, and digital, through policy reform and improved legal and regulatory frameworks, while at the same time to create platforms to increase the capacity building and the development of special financial instruments. We need an efficient public-private partnership which could ensure wider access to a diversified set of financial services for all beneficiaries, including household, micro-entrepreneurs, small farmers, women, youth entrepreneurs, and SMEs. Regional integration is the key element, and to strengthen it, we have to push on